Hello and welcome to Entpgathering, Science and Spirituality meeting with a channeled reading for the collective. I hope this finds you well, fam. Calling in Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, and Archangel Raphael to help ground the collective and ensure the accuracy of the readings, only allowing in the purest, brightest, whitest light of the divine. Also calling in Goddess Isis, Anubis, Sekhmet, Sobek, Thoth, and Ma'at, Ascended Masters, Buddha, Yeshua, Kuan Yin, to help clear obstacles for the collective, Ganesha, and Kali Ma. Also calling in spirit animals and totems, the power of Gaia, Mother Moon. We got Knight of Swords as the first card out. This is somebody who is moving towards you, collective, very swiftly. This could be you also moving, taking some sort of action of communication. But I'm clearly picking up that it is you receiving some sort of quick message. And by quick, I mean rash, coming towards you. This is coming from somebody who is very stressed and anxious. Let's see what the challenge is. King of Wands. It's a King of Wands that's coming in. A leader. Could be a spiritual leader. Somebody in business, or could be spiritually speaking, somebody who has performed a lot of spiritual work. This could be a leader in the community who's looked up to for their spiritual prowess or business acumen. This is presenting a challenge to whoever's coming your way with this communication, Knight of Swords. This King of Wands is presenting a challenge to this knight coming in. As you can see here, they're holding up their hand as to say, hold up, wait a minute. You don't need to move towards the collective in this manner. Or this could be a law official putting their hands up and putting a halt to this Knight of Swords that's coming your way. Channeled song is Godsmack by Alice in Chains. 2022 remaster. 2022 is a 6. This is Karma. Collective, this Knight of Swords wants to deliver some sort of damage or deliver karma. And this King of Wands is saying, hold up, wait a minute. The lyrics to the channeled song of Godsmack are, care not for the men who wonder, straw that broke your back you're under. Cast all them aside who care, empty eyes and dead end stare. Don't you know that none are blind to the lie that you think I don't find? What you hide? What in God's name have you done? Stick your arm for some real fun. For the horse you've grown much fonder than for me that I ponder. It's this King of Wands who's saying, hold up, what in God's name have you done to this Knight of Swords? I'm getting masculine energy on both parts. What's in the subconscious? Knave of Swords. So the Page of Swords, and it was in reverse. So this Knight of Swords might be coming in having been a stalker of yours, collective, for quite a while, mostly online. So, following your social media accounts. And this King of Wands is putting a stop to this. This could be, this Knight of Wands is in legal jeopardy. There are laws against stalking. Ooh, and I'm also hearing, tapping of phones, of gathering information through your social media accounts. Maybe you have a platform on YouTube where you do videos about your life. I'm getting some coffee here. And this Knight of Swords has been gathering information on you, and the King of Wands is putting a halt to it. I'm picking up that this is a figure of authority, a true leader who now sees what this Page of Wands in reverse has been doing. The Page of Wands, the King of Wands knows fire energy, and this Page of Swords sees that this now Knight of Swords moving towards you is communicating ill will, is communicating lies, and a whole narrative about you, collective, that they have pieced together terribly. I'm hearing that just doesn't add up, and this figure of authority, the King of Wands, is seeing this, and I'm just hearing the King of Wands is going to allow this communication, because in the past, as a Page of Swords, this Knight of Swords has been basically gang stalking you, gathering information, weaving together a narrative about you, collective, that is completely untrue. But this leader, this authority figure, this spiritual leader even, must allow the Knight of Swords to come to you to or post maybe on their social media platform information about you, and once that's done, then a crime has been committed. Up until this point, collective, this Page of Swords, now Knight of Swords, has pieced together a narrative that is untrue. The energy that's leaving is Five of Cups. This Knight of Swords is scorpionic in nature. They're incredibly emotional, and all this gang stalking has been putting so much pressure, burdening you emotionally for far too long now. See, that's you, and the burden of this energy that the Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, has energetically, psychically given to you as they were stalking you online. Or you'll die. What in God's name have you done? Stick your arm for some real fun. There might be this person might have an addiction. Again, Five of Cups, scorpionic energy. This is deep sorrow and regret and being flooded with emotions that this person is in. This Knight of Swords, Page of Swords in reverse is I'm hearing drunk, and worse. They are coming from a party lifestyle where they have pieced together this narrative about you that is completely untrue. Maybe even defaming your character and saying that you're an addict, saying that you're an alcoholic, saying that you're the one who is messed up. This is all projection. This is what a Page of Swords, now in reverse, and Knight of Swords does, is project onto all of their so-called enemies, in this case, you, to defame their character. Because you, collective, maybe you were an addict of sorts, or maybe you were an alcoholic. Maybe you were a part of the community, or this party group that this Knight of Swords is coming to you from. All right. Let's find out what the strength, if any, in this situation is. Look at that. This person is bringing on their own mortality. This is because they projected so much of this onto you. They've basically rewritten the narrative of your life within this social group that you've left, or this party group that you've left. But again, it's all been projection. They're the ones who are hastening their own mortality. And this is ANUBIS coming in to rectify the situation, to offer you protection, so that when this King of Wands does approach, and it could be, I'm getting two narratives. It could be a King of Wands who is dispatching a Knight of Swords who has been Page of Swords stalking you. There's two narratives, so take only what resonates. In one narrative, a King of Wands is on the right side of the law, or of spirit. And the other is, and they're providing a challenge to this energy that's Five of Cups, this death energy that's coming your way. More scorpionic energy. So this person has not healed. Where you have, collective, if you were a part, if you once partied with this Knight of Swords energy, or in the other timeline, this King of Wands energy. So again, the King of Wands is either on the right side of your situation and witnessing the actions of this Five of Cups, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords in reverse, and now this death energy coming your way, and is monitoring it and or putting a stop to it. Because like I said, if you have been gang stalked in the past, the law, in this case, King of Wands, needs proof or actions on the part of this Knight of Swords in order to move in and put a stop to it, and then ideally press charges. The other narrative is it's this King of Wands who's doing this to you. And they're in Five of Cups and death mode right now. They're really, really in dire straits, stressing out because you pulled back your energy long ago, and they've been persisting with this Page of Swords in reverse over and over and over and over, trying to get information on you, trying to track your every move. And there's been a stop to this. This person whether it's the King of Wands or the Knight of Swords, as I said, this is the final action I'm hearing. I mean, this is what's going to allow the authorities to put a stop once and for all, like put a stop to the situation. All right, in the near future, the Star card. This is you, collective. Healing, as I said, from this past group where this Knight of Swords, Page of Swords has coming from. They're unhealed, Five of Cups, Death card, and have been insanely jealous of the work that you've done with your ancestors, with your spirit guides, with your heart chakra, with Isis. This is goddess Isis, or Aset, as she's also known as. The advice is the Chariot. Swift movement. This is you in the Chariot, but the Chariot is also my police car. This is authorities coming in. This has been a very, very dark situation for you, collective, and I just want to offer up my condolences for whomever is going to prison, or I just heard they're digging and have been digging their own grave. It's nearing the end, though, and that's a good thing. Stick your arm for some real fun. Keeps going back to that lyric. Lost in the K-Hole by Chemical Brothers. Can't make this up. Yeah, this involves an addict who has gone unhealed for far too long. King of Wands energy. Sad, really sad. You, collective, and this, take addict, for what it is. I mean, it could be a variety of things. This is a general collective reading, so only take what resonates. If, this person isn't shooting up, as the channeled song might indicate, it could be gambling addiction that has ruined their life. It could be, domestic violence that they've been perpetrating on their own family. Take what resonates. It could be somebody who is contracting a disease due to their overindulgence in whatever substance or whatever activity. And some of it is illegal here with the Chariot. All right. The energy is you're safe. You're sound here with the star energy. No doubt about that. This is the near future. And, putting your energy out there and wishing the best for this person who's coming to you, this death energy, this Five of Cups energy, this Page of Swords and Knight of Swords energy is energy and power that you have, because you are the star. You've done your own healing from the wounds inflicted by this energy that's coming your way or trying to come your way. or is coming your way in the form of this King of Wands, Page of Swords in reverse, and Knight of Swords. Take what resonates. I'm getting two narratives. One is that it's this King of Wands who is all of this negative, dark energy, death energy. And then the other narrative is this King of Wands is overlooking the actions of this death energy, this Five of Cups, this scorpionic energy, effectively protecting you, the star, because you've stepped into the chariot. So the advice is to do just that. Step into the chariot and allow the God and Goddess energy, allow God and the angels to not only protect you, but also nurture and heal you. This is fourth house energy. This is Cancerian energy. This is great emotional strength. You know, with the hope and the healing that the star card brings you, star energy brings you, Aquarius energy. Aquarius rules the 11th house. This is about humanitarianism. This is about the collective. This is about the internet with the stalking here, social media. You've healed all that. And this death energy, this Five of Cups energy, Knight of Swords, has had to watch you. And now they're watching you step into the chariot. And they're also watching a chariot, meaning the authorities, meaning police, coming in for them. I'm hearing racketeering, RICO charges, if money is involved. Scorpio deals with other people's money. It's about sex, death, and transformation. And other people's money, taxes. King of Wands can be a business leader. All right, let's find out what's going on in the environment. Queen of Swords, this is you. Also, this is attorneys. This is the court. This is somebody who's logical and fair, who is also witnessing this King of Wands or this Knight of Swords. I mean, this is the Queen of Swords. This is divine feminine energy. And we already have the star card out here. So this is you sitting in your truth, sitting in your justice, protecting yourself, seeing things from a higher perspective. Again, I'm hearing the angels ask you to wish upon a star or with your star energy that this situation doesn't result in some form of physical mortality. You do have that power, collective. I mean, there's no reason for anyone who's struggling. There's no reason for any Knight of Swords or Page of Swords in reverse, or even this King of Wands, who might be in the grip of some sort of cognitive dissonance or addiction, to see you heal and at the same time wish upon your own death or demise, or for you to get locked up, or you to take the fall for their actions. There's still a chance for even this death energy, this Five of Cups energy. I'm not saying, collective, that you're going to go back to it, but truth and justice is in the environment. We got major arcana of the Death card, the Star card, and the Chariot out here. All right. Angels, what are the hopes and fears of this situation? This is wild. This is major. I'm just seeing so much, and it involves money. It involves addictions and drugs and just a lot of dark, nefarious activity that you walked away from long ago and now see. You know, you stepped into the chariot. You allowed your ancestors, your spirit guides, to protect you. Maybe you are very close to Mother Moon, because I see her giving you a lot of downloads, giving you a lot of heads up. You probably felt through your heart chakra, all these swords that were coming your way, or this King of Wands energy, this greed and passion and negative sexual energy. All right, hopes and fears. Oh, goodness gracious. 10 of Swords, more swords. This is in the fears category. I mean, we've got the Death card, we got 5 of Cups, Death card, and now 10 of Swords. Oof. Collective. Use your powers of healing. Use your divine feminine powers and pray for these individuals or this individual. Because I don't see it. I mean, take what resonates, and there are thousands of you out there on this timeline. So there are going to be many, many different outcomes, some of which are actual physical death. I'm sorry to say. Others, it's very clearly an ego death, where they're going to be picked up by the law and jailed, and a truth will come out in the court about what all this gang stalking and what they did to you. Potential outcome in this situation. Potential outcome in this situation. Potential outcome, Spirit. Interesting. 4 of Wands in the upright. Potential outcome, again, you know, is a win. Certainly for you, collective, but maybe also for this negative, darker energy. Maybe this King of Wands. If on the good, got 7 of Pentacles, Saturn and Taurus on the bottom of the deck. This is restructuring of resources and also finances and money. This is a card of inheritance as well. So, again, 2 timelines. With the King of Wands in the upright and on the good side, putting a halt to all this swords energy, this death energy that intended to come your way, they're effectively protecting your home. That's the potential outcome. If the King of Wands in the upright has his way. If the King of Wands is the person responsible for the Knight of Swords, Page of Swords in reverse, and in this 5 of Cups death energy, who has the law coming from, and maybe the court system coming for them, who is really fearing a major public death to their ego with this 10 of Swords. This is the potential outcome is not good for the King of Wands in that situation. But for you, it's a new home where you can feel safe. And there's going to be cause for celebration that this whole fuckery has concluded. It's come to an end. Where this King of Wands will be a hero. And your actions of moving away from the situation to allow in divine timing angels and our ancestors and Isis and Anubis to step in, protecting you all the while and protecting what is rightfully yours. Again, I'm hearing money. And I heard RICO charges earlier. I don't know exactly what they are, but it's a means of controlling you through your finances. Like people messing with your credit score, people monitoring Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, your accounts, and keeping you in a state of debt, making your life very, very difficult when it comes to producing money to provide security in your life. There are no pentacles out here. It's all major arcana, swords, and water energy with cups and the chariot. And we've got, in the final outcome, more wands. 4 of Wands, this is stability. Again, you're going to be seen as, or this King of Wands is going to celebrate with you. This King of Wands in the upright is going to be celebrated for protecting what is rightfully yours. My 4 of Wands is like a celebration within the community. That things are right in the community. But it's going to come only after this 5 of Cups, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords in reverse goes through a death process, whether it's egoic in nature or an actual physical death. Egoic, it'll be, they're going to be publicly outed having done this. And I'm hearing court, I'm hearing charges. You can't gang stalk someone. You can't use, I'm hearing, resources available to them. Let's say they work in a bank, so they have access to all the credit monitoring, Experian and all that, to fuck with your finances, to keep you in a state of poverty. I'm also hearing maybe there's like money owed to you. Maybe this Page of Swords in reverse, and I'm hearing this clearly now. Oh, interesting. Page of Swords in reverse, this person, this group, this agency, whatever it is. I mean, it'll be different things for many of you that has been fucking with your finances, who will be brought up on RICO charges or gang stalking charges. They have kept from you for the longest time some money, or maybe some letter of communication. This could be, communication from a lawyer about a trust or a will or money that's owed to you. They've been keeping this from you. And what I'm hearing now is that this King of Wands has stepped in, and is dispatching a Knight of Swords rather than a Page in reverse to deliver this information to you. And the other timeline is this King of Wands, if in the negative, is actually stopping this Knight of Swords from bringing this information your way. But they're not going to win. They're going to fail. There's going to be a death to this entire situation because of their actions, because they have kept you from fully healing, or no, they haven't stopped you. Well, okay, yeah. I mean, by keeping this money from you, which is abundance, which is rightfully yours, yes, they have kept you from fully healing, but you're a divine feminine, you're a divine masculine. You're fully protected by the angels, by the universe. And you stepped away from all this fuckery, all this negative, just nasty, nasty stuff from this old community or this family or this group, this community. Four of Wands. You healed. You're now protected by the moon. You've completely healed your heart space and your emotions, incredibly strong. And you have justice and clarity and foresight in your environment. Let's find out with this God and Titans deck what energy this King of Wands is truly in. I hope this finds you well. I know these messages are pretty intense. But, this is an ending. We get Ten of Swords out here. We have the Death card out here. This is an ending. And with Star Energy, Queen of Swords energy, Chariot energy, Four of Wands energy, about you, collective, that, and even Anubis here with the Death card, these are cycles of life, of healing and regeneration, Scorpionic energy, sex, death, and transformation, and also other people's money. These people have been fucking with your money, what's rightfully yours. And this may not, again, take what resonates. It may not be money, but just the mere fact that they have been gang stalking you for so long and or manipulating your finances through, criminal means. Once they're outed, once they're caught up in the court system or hauled off to jail, which I see, that's when your abundance will come in, because your credit score isn't being messed with anymore. Or we got the power of Ra on the bottom of the deck. Absolutely. All right, King of Wands energy. Discovery. Okay, so this is a King of Wands who has discovered here with Maui, has discovered your situation, is providing a discovery to authorities. And again, maybe they are a person with authority. This could be a cop, an investigator. This could be the local sheriff, if you will. This could be head of a business or corporation whose employees have put you in these situations, because this person or people who were gang stalking you, monitoring your life after you left them and moved away from all their fuckery. I mean, this could be a mafia kingpin who's just done with. In the negative, but in the positive, let me go back to that timeline. This King of Wands is discovering the true nature of the situation, and hopefully he's focused with Ul here. See the bow and arrow? He's focusing in on, after discovering what the hell is going on, and taking a role and stepping up to lead, not lead this continued fuckery, but take over leadership of the situation. Discovery, focus, and leadership with wisdom, because here we have both. Because Queen of Swords energy, star energy, somebody needs to come in and be wise about all of this. I mean, it's gotten to a point that it's absolutely ridiculous. And people can actually lose life in this situation. Final card out, we have skill. So trust that whoever this, we have Mithras, who is the ascended master of the Age of Aries. This is the Roman Mithras, which differs from the Mithras that I just spoke of. But this is, we're in the Age of Pisces, exiting into the Age of Aquarius. However, Piscean is 12th house. This is a major ending to a cycle of Gaia and the precession of the equinox. And the last age that we exited was the Age of Aries, or the Aryan Age, whose ascended master then, so Aries is the self, it's the first house. Back then, the ascended master became one with God through the self. And the story of Mithras is one of discovery that God is found within. 2001, A Space Odyssey just popped into mind with the song. Oh gosh, the song. It's the piece of music, Thus Spake Zarathustra, with the cavemen, cave beings, throwing up the bones around the obelisk in the opening scene to 2001. That song, or that orchestral piece, is called Thus Spake Zarathustra. And Zarathustra would be, or Zoroastrianism, I think that's the name of it. I'm hearing it right now, so I should do some research after this reading. Stanley Kubrick, being an ENTP, who had extroverted intuition as their perceiving function and as their dominant function, can see things that mere mortals cannot. Or in other words, that extroverted intuition, which I also have as my dominant function, allows us to make connections between things in the 3D reality that go unnoticed by most people, or by people who don't have extroverted intuition as their dominant function. This is my function of metaphysics. It's why and how I gather all these messages, because they come to me. I feel them through my intuition. And so did he. In all of his films, he was able to piece together with great humor and insight, and just a hint of danger and darkness, Eyes Wide Shut, exposing effectively the truth about this Piscean age. where a lot of the truth has been hidden from the masses. So going back to 2001, Space Odyssey, and the Aryan Age of Mithras, the original Mithras, not the Roman Mithras that we see here, but it does yet have to do. Oh, look, yeah, underneath that we have Apollo and inquiry. Yeah, what I was just about to say is that, oh, and then Nuada with perfection. Mithras in the Age of Aries was about going within and communing with God. The only way, and it's the same thing that Yeshua did as well. He had to rely on something to guide him, and it was Mithras coming from the preceding age, to get downloads about how in the Piscean age, of which he was the ascended master, how to open up and use all 7 of the chakras. In the book of Revelation, John tells the story of Jesus coming back and approaching him, or a Christ-like figure, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, Yeshua, who he heard at first as a voice saying, hey, I need you to write letters to the 7 churches because I've got some things to say. Mostly good, but also each of those letters contained a complaint about the 7 churches: Ephesus, Pergamum, Smyrna, and the other 4 churches. John received messages audibly that this was to be done, that Yeshua wanted this done. And he turned around and saw the figure of Yeshua surrounded by 7 lampstands. And those 7 lampstands had a light within them that represented 7 angels, and the lampstands representing 7 churches. Well, where else do we see the number 7 or hear about the number 7? It's in the chakras. Yeshua was able to activate and break the seal of every single chakra. And that was in the cult of Mithras in the Aryan age. That's how people ascended. I mean, that's how in every age we ascend, is opening up our energy centers, and so that our third eye can be open wide rather than shut. When our third eye is open, we see reality for what it is. We also see into ourselves, into our soul, into its depth, and there we find God. And it's not a narcissistic act, because when we can see truly within ourselves and see externally the reality for what it is, we see that every single person is a mere reflection of us. And we are all God. We are all one. Yet we have free will. All right. I think I'm going to leave it here. Yeah, collective, expect you to be successful in this. You're sitting pretty in star energy, in the chariot. You have justice and insight and the big picture here with the Queen of Swords. Just allow this to play out, because I don't believe this King of Wands is going to allow you to be touched anymore. There is a death to this fuckery that has been placed on you for far too long now. You've healed from it and continue to heal from it, but the Chariot is here, and it's this Page of Swords, this gang stalking, this control over you. All these swords has now been reversed back to you, having been projected onto you for far too long. Know that you're loved, you're protected. Yeah, you've got strength underneath the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, after a lot of competition, Five of Wands. That competition is over. And effectively you've won, you've healed. And it's placed this person or this group or whatever is coming after you into Five of Cups and death energy. After being exploited, Six of Pentacles, being controlled, your finances being controlled by this group or this Knight of Swords energy. Maybe it was a Queen of Cups. Maybe this is a mother figure who was controlling through this group, through this Knight of Swords, Page of Swords energy, your finances, keeping you in a state of poverty and lack. Or it could be a Cancer, it could be a Pisces, or a Scorpio who did this to you. Yeah, they're at a standstill at this point. Two of Swords. They're of two minds. This is my card of schizophrenia. They're stuck, literally, in their thinking. They're not going anywhere. They put the blindfolds on, covering their third eye, so they're not seeing things clearly, and they have a decision to make. And I think that decision is coming in and being made for them. All right. I hope this finds you well. You are sitting pretty and very, very, very strong. The outcome of this is Four of Wands, Aries energy. You'll be celebrated. And you will rebuild your home. And I'm even foreseeing traveling to or returning to this place where all this started for you. Where once you were in this Five of Cups, this death energy, this Page of Swords energy. But you rightfully were led away out of that community, probably from your angels, your ancestors, the divine, and you stepped away and you healed all of this. Yet they persisted at coming after you, gang stalking you, tracking your every move, making your life hell, even after you separated from them. Well, someone, King of Wands, is coming in. Chariot is coming in, and they're putting a death to these people and this negative fuckery. All right. Please give us a like and share this. This could be you or the person that you're thinking of. Take only what resonates, and continue your prayers for these people. Because the more that you're in star energy, the more you give off, the more they can heal. And ideally, for the highest good of everybody involved, at most it will be an ego death on their part, where they will be imprisoned. Well, they will have to go to court and answer for their actions. And at the very worst outcome, there may be death for some of these people. And with that, I thank you for giving over your energy. It's an honor to read for you. I'm getting a little bit upset and just a little bit anxious, but that's because my solar plexus is being challenged by this energy, but I'm well protected. And I'll drop this energy, but this is how I tap in so I can get the messages to you about your situation. Know that things will be performed in divine timing. And until that time, you're sitting pretty in star energy, and continue healing. Continue loving. It's an Aries full moon at the time of this reading. This is a timeless collective reading. So whenever you see this, it's even if it's from a year from now, this is definitely the energy about you at this time. All right, until the next reading, namaste.